Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Jim Masters Show live entertainment lifestyle talk show series. So nice to see all your smiley faces. Welcome to the place to come for great entertainment, inspiring conversation, lots of surprises, our usual levity, and of course, our famous JMS levity, a word that just sort of slipped out of my mouth last year when we were doing this series. And then the viewers said, I love that word, Jim. Keep that word. We're your levity squad. You're Mr. Levity. This is Levity Hall. And the guests are welcomed to the Levity family. I think that's really cool. Again, sometimes things just happen on their own, and you couldn't script a moment like that. And I think that's so cool. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. If you're not, then you guys know this is the place to come to feel good, to converse with us. We come at you live. Our shows are live. They're interactive. If you're watching this when it's not live, we welcome you as well. A lot of people binge watch our series. We're talking about almost 500 episodes that we have done since we launched our series in early May 2020. That is a lot of shows in that amount of time, just about 7 days a week live, which is extraordinary. So cool to have you here. So cool to have our guest joining us in just a second. We're talking about Robyn Griggs Wiley, who you know from soap operas, of course, One Life to Live, Another World. She played Maggie, Cory, and a lot of other great shows and events and specials and so much more. But she's got an inspiring and very moving story. She's sharing her health struggle with us as she's dealing with stage 4 cancer. We'll talk about that in just a minute. And I just want to say right off the top, I think it's so beautiful, it's inspiring, and so encouraging that she actually wants to come on our show, not just to talk about the coolness of the career she's had, you know, as an actress and a soap star and all those other wonderful things that she's loved and earned and enjoyed, but also to inspire people with her message. And I think it's so incredibly moving, and you're going to be moved tonight. So as I say, we have entertainment, we have levity, we have good times here on the show, and we have special, inspiring conversations that we sprinkle in as well. Good to see everybody. We welcome you to the Jim Masters Show live. Hello, lovities watching all around the world. It's so great to have you here. And again, today on the show, Robyn is joining us live from Flagstaff, Arizona. Seems to be Arizona week. Our guest last night was from Phoenix. We're talking about Doug Murmott. Did you see that episode last night? Chairman and president of the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences Foundation. He was on last night from Phoenix. Tonight, Robyn is on from Flagstaff. It's Arizona week here on the Jim Masters Show live. Please subscribe. Yes, we would love it. It does help our show big time if you subscribe. And also, when you subscribe to the YouTube channel, I just want to let you know, for those folks who think subscribe means paying for something, no, I don't know why they say subscribe, but when you say subscribe, you see that little red button in our on our channel, right? Jim Masters TV. Just click that. There's no subscription fee, none of that. That's just saying you're following our show. You enjoy what we're doing here on the Jim Masters Show live, and you're following the show. So subscribe and make sure you click the notification bell. Big time. Click that notification bell so you can be alerted every time we have new episodes, live episodes, pop-up shows, holiday themed shows, on location segments, and so much more. So yes, we would love it if you subscribe to our YouTube channel. That is really, really, really big time. Matter of fact, you can see the upper right-hand corner. It's that button that looks like that. There it is. I hope I'm pointing correctly. I feel like the weatherman. That button there. You see it on our YouTube channel. Click on that, and that would be really, really cool. We would love that. Again, that's the subscribe button. Also, in addition to that, we would love it if you could give this episode and all the episodes you enjoy of our Entertainment Lifestyle Talk Show series a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up like on our YouTube channel. That is great too, because then YouTube sees that, and then they burst this episode out to millions of people around the world, even more. And leave a comment for us on the YouTube channel as well. Also, during the live chat, there's something really cool that a lot of you find Lovities enjoy. You find Lovities always enjoy our super chat, our super emojis, our super stickers, super thanks. That's something cool. That happens during the live chat. And when you do that, your comment, as we're interacting live here with our show, your comment rises to the top, gets a special bold color. And I personally thank you on the air. Of course, share the Lovity gang. Tell everybody you know about the Jim Masters Show Live Entertainment Lifestyle Talk Show series. Share the links on your social media. As you guys know, I do this work professionally in the world of television and radio. And it's so nice to come to you guys in the evening and join together. Like Linda Odell joining us from Florida. She says, good evening, Mr. Lovity, and good evening, Lovities. So nice to see you there in Florida. And she welcomes Robyn to the Lovity Show. Now you're a Lovity. Was telling Robyn about the Lovity situation here on JMS. She says, bring it on. I'm all about Lovity. She sure is. Jane is here from Sweden, as always. Hi, everybody, and Jim. And welcome, Robyn. We love that. Joan is here. She says, hi, Jim and all Lovities. And the newest Lovity, Robyn. Welcome. Thank you, Joan Sandow, for those kind comments as well. You guys have been commenting throughout, and that's awesome. Also from Arizona, Maureen is here, and she says, howdy and happy Tuesday, my friends. I hope you all had a great day. We sure have. It's been a really busy day. I was on the air all day today, and now we're here with you. Happy Tuesday, Lovities, from Linda Odell in St. Augustine, Florida. Crystal is here in Connecticut, and she goes, hi, Jim and Lovities. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Looking forward to an exciting show with inspiring conversation. And of course, our famous Lovity. You know it, absolutely. Merlin is here reporting for duty from Ontario, Canada. And she goes, hello, Jim and all Lovities. Good to see you as well. Merlin in Canada, in Ontario, in Cleveland, Ohio. Kathy Short is here. Good evening, Jim and Lovities. Good to see everyone here tonight. Absolutely, Kathy. Good to see you as well. And everybody, all of the viewers, the Lovities, they like to say hello to each other as well. And I think that's really super cool. Christine is here, and she says, hi, all you beautiful Lovity friends. She's in North Carolina. And let's see. Let's check in with a couple of more. We always welcome our guests as much as viewers, and our viewers as much as our guests. It's really one happy family here. And Sherry Larson says, hi, everyone. Little late, but here. Yes. Reporting from Kansas, USA. We love it. Let's see who else is here. Toby in California, in Encino, says, subscribe equals love your show, Jim. Yes, it does. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Jim Master TV. Thanks for the Lovity, Toby. We love that. Thumbs up from Merlin. Arizona week and 100 degrees in Encino, California. Wow. It's about 72 degrees and sunny here along the coast, the East Coast. We're here in the New York, New Jersey tri-state area along the southern New England coast between New York and Boston. And we're getting ready for our fall. You know, it's September, fall foliage, first day of fall. Beautiful area, place to be, the northeastern United States during fall. And we're excited to, ready to have that pumpkin pie and that apple cider. Hopefully go on some hay rides. Blissful Angel, who's watching in Europe and Great Britain, says, hello, Jim, and thank you for the notification. Hi, Lovities. Yes, you get the notification because you subscribed to our channel, and that is terrific. We love that. Christine in North Carolina says, greetings, Jim and Lovity friends. Happy World Gratitude Day. Yes, we experience and express gratitude every single day in my life, and but every day should be World Gratitude Day, shouldn't it? Grateful for Jim and JMS Live. Welcome Robyn to the show this evening. Ready for a special episode. Absolutely. Kathleen Walker in New York City is here. Hi, Jim. Hi, everyone. Hope you are all well. Good to see you. That means the New York Mets are not playing at home when she's here, since she works for the Mets. She's here. The Mets are my team. They're doing so-so this year. I'm back. Was inviting folks to join. Oh, terrific. Spread the word. Tell everybody. Stand on top of Mount Everest with a bullhorn and tell everybody about the Jim Master Show Live. Linda in Florida says, wow, looking mighty handsome tonight, Jim. Wow, thank you very much. Is there any way we can print these comments out? Ann Wozniak is here from Florida, from Jacksonville. Hi, everyone. Hi, Ann. Antonio is here tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow, Danny. Donnie is here. Donnie Most is going to be here tomorrow from Happy Days and so much more. You got it. Thanks for joining us tonight, Antonio. Good stuff. And let's see, Jim Masters, you're going to be coming on tomorrow too, Antonio. Awesome. Spread the word, subscribe to our YouTube channel, show it some levity, and we're so happy to have all of you here. Okay, you guys, there's more comments coming in. We will check them out throughout the show. Good stuff. We love it. And thanks for the stuff. You guys have been sending things. We just got contacted by the post office today that there's a bunch more things in the post office. My birthday is this Friday. We're doing a special Jim Masters Show Live episode with special surprise guests this Friday, September 24th. And you guys, I haven't opened anything, but thank you so much. I mean, you guys don't have to do anything. But I just want to thank you and acknowledge we're receiving these things that you're sending, these cards, these packages. You guys are the best. You really are lovities. We will wait and open everything live on the air on Friday's show. Okay, gang? Thank you so much. You are really a cool lot. I want to tell you, somebody else that's really cool and somebody else that has a heart of gold is my very special guest, Robyn. Now, you know, I was telling you about Robyn's story as we were sort of previewing and sort of announcing that she was going to be coming on the show. Now, those of you who are soap opera fans, you know her from some of the great soap operas. Of course, One Life to Live, the beloved One Life to Live, and of course, Another World on NBC, where she played Maggie Cory. Who didn't want to be one of the Corys, right? Yes, Mac, Rachel, Ada. Somehow I know about all that. Yeah, Another World was always on in our house too. We're talking about the wonderful Robyn Griggs Wiley. There she is there. Some wonderful photos, of course, of her career over the years. Some beautiful shots as well. And she's absolutely beautiful today. As I mentioned to you, these are some current photos. I'm going to talk about some of the struggle that she's gone through, but she is so positive. That's what I love about her story, gang. She's so incredibly positive, and that's what you want. You want positive. You want the love of family around you. And she's our very special guest tonight on the show. She was born in Pennsylvania, American stage, television, and film actress Robyn Griggs Wiley. She began her career early on. Matter of fact, she even hosted the Nickelodeon kid, you know Nickelodeon, right? The kids show Rated K. And she became most notable for her roles in the daytime soap operas, as we mentioned, One Life to Live as Stephanie Hobart, for which she was nominated for a Young Artist Award. And after being, moving on from that show, fans wanted her back. She also went on to Another World as Maggie Cory. And then, her career just really took off. And she took some time away from acting, and then she went into theater too. And she returned to acting in independent horror films too, like Zombiegeddon and Ghost Tour. And she even hosted the horror convention Twisted Nightmare Weekend. She also recorded a concept CD titled Love's Young Nightmare. Now, in 2020, Robyn did reveal that she has stage 4 cervical cancer. She's going to be sharing her story with us here exclusively live from her home in Flagstaff, Arizona. And again, guys, just join me in, putting two hands together and welcoming Robyn. She is not only a beautiful outside, but she is absolutely beautiful inside with her spirit, her love of life. And it's a real honor to welcome to the Jim Masters Show, Robyn Griggs Wiley. Robyn, thank you very much for joining us on the show, my friend. How are you today? Welcome.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me. I'm really glad to be here, and I am from my bedroom. I had chemo last Tuesday, so but I wasn't going to miss the show. So I did put a little bit of makeup on, but
You look
yeah, I'm in
marvelous.
PJs. I'm
I
in
know.
bed in PJs, but hey, you got
I
to
know.
do what you got to do.
I know the makeup artists and hair and wardrobe didn't show up today, right? They're
No,
off
no,
somewhere else. You look
no.
like a
And
million
it's
bucks.
funny because my hair, I actually have hair today, but tomorrow it's probably being shaved because I started chemo again, and so it's gonna fall out, of course, right after it showed up. So,
Well,
you could see it's falling out here and here, and
yeah,
eh, I have wigs though. We're good.
absolutely, absolutely. And we're going to talk about, the current situation. First, I'd love to give people a clear understanding of your extraordinary career too. I mean, early on, you dove right into acting, didn't you? You just took it
Yeah.
head on. It was a love for you, a passion for you. What was one of those or a few of those early inspirations for you, Robyn, that sort of pointed you in the direction of wanting to be an actress?
Well, I think, I was really little. I started at the age of 3, actually. And my main thing was theater and musical theater. And my siblings took me to dance lessons and singing lessons.
Yeah.
Um, and, I just kept with it. Plus that and T-ball. I had to do T-ball because I loved softball. So I was a normal kid, but I just had this thing where I wanted to sing, I wanted to dance, I wanted to perform, and I just kept doing it. And I wasn't afraid to walk up to people and say hi at auditions. I would, you know, show up with my braids and sometimes right after a softball game. And I ended up booking a lot of commercials because I was just very normal. And I think that's a lot of it. But I just had a passion for it. And my main thing is singing. And I've always said that. I kind of fell into the acting thing by accident, especially
Yeah.
with the soaps. But I've always just liked being around people and liked performing.
Which
So
is really fantastic. What would you say, Robyn, was one of those first early opportunities for you early on? Like you say, you started at 3, which is absolutely
uh,
amazing. What would be like a big break for you early on?
well, I mean, there were so many big breaks, honestly, that I was
Yes.
fortunate to have. But I mean, one of my favorite things is I was in Miss Moffat with Ginger Rogers and directed by Joshua Logan.
Yes.
And I mean, that was incredible. And I think everything I got, I considered a big break because you go to so many auditions. And as a kid, a lot of kids don't understand if you don't get it.
Yeah.
And I just was one of those kids that's like, oh, well, I didn't get it. Well, I'll get this next one, and I
Right.
think everything I've done really has meant something. And, Rated K Nickelodeon, a lot of people know about, and so much fun.
That must have been
Um,
cool, huh?
oh, it was awesome. And I got to go to movie reviews or movie openings, and I would do movie reviews and really good movies like Eight Men Out and, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so that was a fun show. A lot of people know me from that. But Annie, of course, I can't miss Annie. I played Annie from the time I was 8 till I was 13, all over the place. And that was really kind of a big stepping stone thing for me because as a child, the only roles really for children in theater that are big are Annie for the female and Oliver for the boys.
Right.
So, that was a big deal. And I never played anything else but Annie. And I was very fortunate to do so. And I also did the Broadway tour of Gypsy. That's when I
Yes.
became blonde. That's when I officially became platinum blonde because this is my natural hair color. I am a redhead.
Some
dark red.
people might not know that. They know
Yes,
you, they see that and they're like, there she is.
I can look like that if I pull out a wig.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of funny seeing my hair after all these years. And I was told, like, after chemo, you lose hair, it's going to grow back. So,
Yeah.
everyone's like, oh, it's going to grow back black, it's going to be a different color. No, it actually grew back my natural color. And it also, the same, I mean, just the same texture. Lately, it's been a little wavy, so that was
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
Um,
It
but
does its
as
own
you can
thing, right?
see,
Yeah.
and I literally just found a person, her name's Jordan, she's awesome. And I had her trim it up and stuff, and then I found out I had to go back into chemo and was going to lose it again. But I'm like, it would have been much worse if it was like down here,
Right. Right.
It would have
Right.
been so much worse. So,
It's a beautiful color. That's your natural
oh,
color. I mean, that's a
yes,
beautiful, yeah.
that's from Terry Griggs, my father. He's a redhead.
Yeah,
So
that's
that, yep. And my mother actually, her hair was like coal black. So,
so
and I'm
yours
the youngest of five, and we all are different. We all.
really?
Yes, I have a sister that's blonde, which I was very jealous of because she's naturally blonde. I mean, I had to work at that. I had to use a bottle to become blonde, but I mean, we're all different, but yeah, the hair thing, you just go with it. I wanted to
Mhm.
get dressed up and stuff today, but just
Hey, you
too
look
soon.
you look comfy. That's like a big comfy robe, like a white robe. I mean, you look
Yes.
like a queen.
Oh, well, why,
You do.
thank you.
It's a
My
champagne
husband,
for Robyn Stat, please.
yes, yes. My brother-in-law and my husband, when I first got diagnosed and was in the hospital, um, I said, I need a robe or something because I was in the hospital, and they got me this robe, and I will tell you,
Mhm.
it's a lifesaver. It just, no matter if I'm in pain or if I'm shaking or anything, it's that cuddle
Yeah.
mechanism.
Absolutely. Absolutely. As you mentioned, a lot of people know you from the soap operas, of course, One Life to Live, Another World. Um, Tell us about the opportunity to become a part of that beloved soap opera, that beloved cast of One Life to Live. Incredible opportunity for you, huh?
Yeah, and it came out of nowhere. It actually kind of stems back to when I was 8 years old, and I was in Fiddler on the Roof, and one of the girls in the show, Eileen Kennedy, her name was, she played Hava. Um, she remembered me for some reason, and she was working in, ABC, and said, this girl, you might want to see her. And so I went in, and I was completely, not, I don't think, what was expected. Because in the room, when I went in, I'm in the waiting room, and all these beautiful models, very gorgeous people were auditioning. And I just showed up with my little bob haircut and went in and did my thing. And well, I ended up getting called back and ended up getting the role. And originally it was supposed to be just a recurring role. It wasn't supposed to be a contract player, and people seemed to like me, and I ended up coming back and
Mm.
killing people, which
Good way
was
to,
so much fun.
I was going to say, yeah, sometimes, playing the villain can be fun, especially if that's obviously not your real personality. To play
Yeah.
something that's opposite of is really, really cool. And like you say, the fans were so fervent
Uh,
about you staying with it, and they love the
they were
character. And
picketing, and I mean, I can't tell you how wonderful that fan base was. It was I'd come out of the studio shooting every day, and they'd be there with signs, they'd take pictures with me. And I'm one of those people that I will stop and talk to anybody. I
Yeah.
will take pictures with them. You know, if I got the chance where I could give them a tour of the studio, I would do that because
Yeah.
I want to be treated, or I want to treat people the way they would treat me, and I'm sure they all would. And so, you know, I was very fortunate and am still very fortunate with, soap fans in general. It doesn't matter what show, what network. It's just a wonderful family. And, they always got your back. And it doesn't
Yes.
matter if you're a villain or if like I killed Carlo Hesser and they still love me.
Because you did it with a smile.
I did.
But it's really interesting, isn't it? I think I was talking to, we had one of the guests on who was also with one of the soap operas. I think it was Days of Our Lives. And they were talking about how, sometimes the fans can be very, very adamant about the direction that they want the character to go. They don't want him with her with him, or this one, that, and if like, say, for example, the character that the actor is portraying is a little mean or something to one of the other characters, I mean, the viewer would sometimes come up to them in the supermarket and almost slap their elbow and say, "How did you treat Gloria that way? You're rotten." And he's like, "I'm just an actor. That's what it says on the script. I'm not him. I'm acting him." But they get so wrapped up in the storylines because these shows are on, these have been on like decades. So they really have invested in it.
Yes. And I've had many instances like that. I actually had one the other day. I did my first like in-person appearance, which was to help get awareness out there and for women to get screenings and stuff. And someone actually came up to me and said, I I didn't really like you, but when you dumped him, I thought that was a great idea. And I'm like,
Yeah.
holy mackerel, this is like 20 years ago.
And they still remember. Yeah.
It was crazy. I was like, whoa. And you just go with it because, I mean, that just shows they're watching. That shows you've done
Yes.
something on screen that makes them kind of think about things. And,
Yeah.
but yeah, a lot on Another World, they would come up to me and they'd be so mad at me about, you were so mean to Tomas. And, and I at times had no idea what was going on because we're shooting 2.5 weeks ahead of time. So by that point, my character already was back with Tomas. So I'm like,
but you just couldn't say anything, right?
And then the looks you kind of got if you left the studio with another actor, they looked very confused.
Yes.
Especially if that day you guys broke up and then you're like, "Hey, I'll talk to you later,"
Yes. But I tell you, being on that show and a member of the Cory family from Bay City, I mean, the lineage of Ada and Mac Cory and Rachel and wow,
I fell into that. I didn't even know I was going to be a Cory until literally my first day on set.
Really?
I was Joy Lamont, and I didn't even know that I had a father, Sandy Cory.
Sandy Cory, that's
Sandy
right.
and Cecile. I had
Sandy
no
and
idea I had
Cecile,
these
yes.
parents. And I actually went on screen, taped the scene that I screen tested, and it was Joy Lamont, and it was this rebellious teenager. And then they said, "Can you just stay here for a few minutes?" And then they had Matt Crane come up, and I didn't know any of these people, and he's standing next to me, and I'm like, is there a reason for this? Like, why are we standing here? And he goes, they're just checking something out. And I'm like, oh, so then all of a sudden I'm given the next script and here I am, Maggie Cory. I'm a girl that was a recluse and went into someone's apartment and broke in, and my father had to come get me out of jail, and that's how I became a Cory. They just kind of decided on a whim, okay, she's gonna be a Cory now,
She's
I
going to be a
guess.
Cory, which is a badge of honor on that show, huh?
I know, it was like really, I mean, it was surprising to me because I thought it was just this new character they were introducing type of thing. And here I found out that I actually was on screen before as an infant. So
That's
she was
amazing.
a real character
She was a
years ago.
real character. That's right. That's absolutely right.
Yes,
Sandy and Cecil, right? Cecile, not Blaine, but Cecile.
yes. Sandy and Cecile. And when I first met him, I had a scene with him and they flew him in and he did this a few scenes with me and he was such a nice guy. And but I had no history. I had no idea who Maggie Cory was, who Sandy was, who Cecile was. I mean, I just was guessing. And, he was nice and kind of gave me a background. And also Vicky Wyndham
Yeah,
gave me a little bit.
Rachel.
Oh, what a class act, let me tell you. And
Yep.
she really
Was,
kind of let me know, well, here's what this character is. And,
yeah, that's
and
beautiful that she did that.
yeah, and well, it was very sweet because I had no idea about the show, really. I didn't know about the Corys, and it just helped me a lot. But the cool thing is I got to create her the way, I wasn't replacing someone. I was replacing an infant. So I
Well,
was able to kind
yeah,
of
because
just
on the
do my
soap
own thing.
operas, you grow up overnight. 1 minute the kid is this
Yeah,
tall, and after the Christmas holidays, he's this
right.
tall and has 3 kids.
Yeah,
Matthew
I
Cory,
grew
they did
very
that with
fast.
Matthew. You were related to Matthew Cory, right? Because Matthew was a kid in the beginning, and then all of a sudden, I think, you were there the years Matt Crane played Matthew.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And he was the one that actually, that's how they decided I was a Cory. He came and stood next to me, and next thing you know, I'm a Cory. I'm
You're a
Maggie Cory.
Cory. And Constance Ford had already passed, right? Ada.
Yes. And
Yeah,
I wish I got the chance to meet her because everyone loved her.
yeah.
And they talked about what a character she was. So,
Yes, yeah, yeah.
I was just learning about people as I went through the script, and kind of going on what, okay, well, this character, Cecile was a troublemaker. So, I see that
And
they're kind of
how?
writing, yeah. So I'm like, so hey, I can play with this. And basically the way Maggie was written, was me. And I think people will see that in interviews that, I mean, my mannerisms and everything, the way I talk, it's me. One of the writers actually, I didn't know was listening to how I talked. and
And said she is it.
well, and the thing was, it was like then the next day in the script it would say like holy moly, and I'm like, I just said that yesterday, and here I was saying it to the writer. So funny things like that.
Yeah, absolutely. And they shot that in Brooklyn, right?
Yes, at the Cosby Studios.
Yes,
And
that's right.
my favorite thing, they had such good food and stuff, but I love a New York hot dog. I just do.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Yeah.
I would go out and get a hot dog at lunch all the time from a vendor. There was
Yeah.
always a vendor over there, and I would find one, and the security would go with me, and I'd just go get my hot dog. And I still love a New York hot dog. I
Now
mean, you
you're
couldn't get
from
it.
Pennsylvania originally, right?
Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Yes.
So I guess Lancaster area. I remember when I was on a class trip, we went from Long Island on the bus to Pennsylvania. We went to Lancaster and Stroudsburg and
Oh,
the whole
sure.
area, the Gettysburg. And I remember we had shoe fly pie.
Yes. Yes. And I didn't try that until I was an adult because I thought it sounded awful. I'm
Well,
like,
yeah.
a
They said
fly.
you're in this, you gotta try that. We went to the Stroudsburg Railroad and all those cool things, and the Gettysburg area and all. And they said you gotta have the shoe fly pie. So all the kids tried it. But what was really funny was the kids, of course. Now we're like 11, 12, 13 when we're on this trip, and the kids couldn't get past the fact that there was a town in the area named Intercourse.
Oh my goodness. Let me tell you. I don't know. I don't
And when
know.
you're 11 or 13, that's sort of that's
There is some
stood out
risky
more than the shoe fly
names.
pie for the kids.
There was
So the
blue
teachers were
ball and
yeah,
intercourse, and I mean, sorry people, but these are real places in
towns
Pennsylvania.
in
And by
Pennsylvania.
the way, where I grew up um is Amish, like a lot of Amish, but where
Yes.
my husband grew up, Coryville, Pennsylvania, he was surrounded by Amish. So we
He
grew
grew up
up in
where?
Coryville, Pennsylvania,
Quarryville. Yeah, yeah,
which I
sure.
didn't really know much about, but it is gorgeous. I mean,
Beautiful
it's
area. Yeah, the rolling countryside.
yes.
One of our viewers, Jen Barry, who watches, she's from Allentown area there.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, yeah, nice. So, how do you like Arizona? It's beautiful where you are, huh?
You know
Flagstaff.
what? I thought I was moving to like Tucson, where it was like 100 degrees all the time. Um, Flagstaff. And for me, it's perfect because it has seasons. Like it snows. I love snow and I love the fall. I love, Halloween time. I love football weather. And I like months of heat, but not a lot. I never was really able to tolerate a lot of heat. Well, I'm so fair. I'm Scottish and Irish, and just didn't fly with me. And basically, it's just gorgeous. I'm where I need to be. And my husband is the golf pro at a place called Flagstaff Ranch, the
Oh, that's
Flagstaff
cool.
Ranch Golf Club. And it is, I'll tell you, it is breathtaking. The whole area is just beautiful and
Mm,
not too hot for me. And going through this, I don't know that I could have survived being in Tucson, you know?
yeah,
I
yeah,
needed to have, the fall and everything. And
yes,
but it's gorgeous. It is. I am so happy here. It's beautiful.
yeah, yeah. The change of seasons. Do you miss the East Coast at all?
Oh, always. I mean, my family's there, and we both have large families, and we love to visit and stuff. And that's the one thing I liked about Flagstaff is I like the Poconos.
Yeah,
And I was born in Tunkhannock, Pennsylvania, outside of Scranton, and near the Poconos. And so I mean, I it's just in my blood. It is.
yeah,
And Flagstaff is every bit the Poconos to me.
yeah.
Every bit.
Very beautiful. So it sounds like you're in a beautiful spot there, which is
Yeah, I'm a
very
little
nice.
far from mom and dad though,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I talk to them all the time. My family has been my my family, meaning both sides, my
both
husband's
sides of the
family
family.
and my own, just so supportive, and they've really just given me strength, and of course Mark too. He, people forget that the caregiver goes through a lot.
Absolutely, absolutely, because
And
they
yeah,
have to put a lot of their life on hold because they're making sure that you have everything you need, and that if there's anything urgent, they're right there, and talking to the doctors. And
oh yeah,
absolutely, it's an emotional toll as much as physical.
well, and
They
then
wouldn't want
during
it
the
any other
pandemic,
way, but yeah. And then the pandemic throws in a whole other
yeah,
monkey
yeah.
wrench.
So
How
he
has
couldn't.
that been for you guys?
It was awful, actually. I thought at the beginning of the pandemic thing, I thought this is kind of fun. It's kind of like camping at home. It's fun. You're stuck at home. You're forced to do things like play games, find things to do. But when I got diagnosed, um, he wasn't allowed, and he still isn't allowed at any doctor visits. He's not allowed to go in with me. I'm surrounded by masks. Um, it's really horrifying to be told you have stage 4 cancer. You can't have any family or anyone with you, and everyone you see has, a mask on and is fully gowned. And I mean, it was really creepy.
Mm,
And I think that helped me go through what I'm going through now, the second group of chemo, because now I've been through, seeing all these strangers in masks and the worry of COVID and everything. And I am vaccinated, and, I it's been horrible for everybody this year. And it doesn't mean like physically, but mentally. I mean, it's horrible.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Whole new way of being and living and operating. Nothing. I keep saying the only people that could have scripted this would be maybe George Lucas, Rod Serling,
Yes.
Stephen King, or Steven Spielberg. That's about it.
Yes. Well, it's interesting because you look at some of these movies like Outbreak and stuff.
It's
They
like,
started playing
ooh,
this stuff, and I'm like, I don't want to see this right now.
yeah, the timing, right? Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like, no,
give
no.
me some Dick Van Dyke reruns about now. Mary
Yeah,
Tyler
but
Moore, Lucy.
yeah, something
Um,
fun. But I'm very thankful. Oh, I
yeah.
mean, I'm a huge sports fan. And
Who are your teams?
oh, let me tell you, I heard you talking about the Mets. That's my hubby's team and my
You're a
sister's team.
They have very good taste. Are you Phillies?
Uh, absolutely not. I am Chicago White Sox.
Chicago White Sox.
Yes. And then for football, I actually more of am a player fan when it comes to football. I really like Tony Gonzalez, and he was on the Chiefs. So I was a Chiefs fan, and then he went to the Falcons. So I was a Falcons fan, but then he retired.
Then he
But
retired.
but now I have a new player that I like. It's Tyrann Mathieu. I absolutely adore him. And he's on the Chiefs. So I am a Chiefs fan. I think it was just meant to be. I ended up back there, but he's a defensive guy,
Yeah,
which is
right.
kind of weird. Usually people like the quarterbacks and stuff, but no, I like Tyrann Mathieu. He's the honey badger.
So 2020 rolls along with pandemics and all the craziness of the economy, the civil unrest, the political craziness, and you get this diagnosis here. Life's going along. Um, when you look back, do you, in sort of stepping back in time, were there symptoms that you think were maybe coming on a little early that were just part of life? You didn't think it was anything. A lot of times we have little things, upset stomachs, whatever it is. We're like, oh, that's just today. That's just me. Was it, when you look back, was there anything that was starting to build, or was it just a total out of left field
Um,
situation when the doctor said, sit down, this is what's happening here?
um, I have all, it's really strange. But I always think I kind of knew, to be honest, because not to talk about women's stuff, but I had a very hard time on my periods. I would gain almost 15 pounds just, that during that time period. And I would be in a fetal position in pain constantly. But because I went through so many years like that, I took it as this is what it is, it's just normal. But towards the end, there were some weird things that happened. I started not being able to urinate. Like I was just trickling. And I'm like, this isn't good. And my stomach bloated to where it looked like I was 9 months pregnant. And I was one of those people that did not get screened. I did not get checkups. I thought I was invincible. Um, and a lot of people are like, well, did you really think that, or did you just didn't want to know? And it's like, no, I think I already knew, and I just thought I'm just gonna, plow through it and it's gonna be fine. I knew something was up. I did. But when they tell you that you have cancer, there is a shock, obviously, and then there's the sadness and everything, but there's also that feeling like you have an alien inside of you. Like, oh my gosh, there is something wrong with me inside of me that I can't control, and it's a hard realization. And then to find out that there's the HPV vaccine out there that could have prevented so much, and which I urge people to get, because you don't want to go through this. And screen, getting screened and your checkups and mammograms and pap smears, that's so important. And I mean, I'm not talking just women either. I'm talking it's important for all of us to keep
Everybody.
up with our health, and yeah, unfortunately I didn't. But what I know now is just so interesting to me. And that's why I'm out here, talking, getting awareness. I want people to see what I'm going through. It is not fun. It's horrible. And today actually was the first day that I can honestly say I had that pain that I had years ago when I'd have my period in my pelvis, like where my ovaries would be, that horrible pain on the right side. And that's where this new mass is. So
And I want to
it,
tell the audience that you and I were talking about that
yes.
earlier throughout the day. We were staying connected and updated that the pain today has been a little rough. And we even said, if you needed to reschedule this episode or pick another day, we'd be very happy to do that so you feel 100% and at your best. But you're such a trooper and such a heart-centric person wanting to, and you were so excited to come on our show. I know you watched the show, you've been a fan of it, and we've been talking it up and everybody looking forward to it. You didn't want to disappoint viewers, and that's such a beautiful thing.
I think it's important, pain or no pain, I'm going through it. And I think it's important for people to see that, even though you're going through this, you got to fight through it. You got to do things that are going to make you stronger, and doing interviews and getting awareness out there. Plus just talking to someone and, and talking to all of you. It really gives me a lot of strength. It gives me support, and I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you being here, and
All
thank
the
you for
lovities.
having
Yeah.
me.
Oh, we're blessed to have you.
Thank you.
Joan Sandow says, thank you for coming to Levity Hall with your positive outlook and wonderful personality, and your smile is a gift, and God bless you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, they've been commenting throughout. Really, really beautiful. And Christine Clifton is saying, Robyn, you're so full of positivity and now a lovity.
Yes.
She's in North Carolina, and Linda Odell sharing in Florida. Thank you, Robyn, for coming to The Levity Show, Jim Master Show, such a positive attitude. My favorite aunt was diagnosed in the 70s of breast cancer. She was double D's. They removed her breasts and she was a survivor. This year, the cancer came back and is still a survivor.
Yes.
For you, what are they saying? What has been the prognosis? What is the process like? I mean, did you have
Well,
to start radiation and chemo almost immediately when they tell you this is stage 4 cervical, right?
oh yeah, I started immediately and I went through 6 cycles. I had a full hysterectomy. They took all visible cancer out. And then I was doing preventative treatments, infusions every 21 days. But I ended up with blood clots in my legs and ended up in the hospital. And I couldn't take any treatments, any preventative treatments. And so my tumor marker went back up. They just did a CT scan and found another mass right above where my ovary on the right side would be, where I'm having this pain. And basically, it's inoperable. And they're like, what do you want to do? Do you want to do immunotherapy? Do you want to do this? And I said, nope, zap me again. Give me chemo. Give me the hardest thing you got. And let's go for it. So, but this time it's a lower number. It's a lower tumor marker number. So I'm starting out much better than I was. And I have 3 cycles. I just did one last Tuesday, so I have 2 more cycles, and then we'll do some scans and see where we're at, and just keep fighting.
Yeah.
It's not something. Some people don't want to go through that. I'm the type that's like, nope, give me
Yeah.
the hardest thing you got.
Right.
Bring it on.
Yeah, I'm that way too. I'm a very good patient. If you need to poke, prod, whatever, do it, because I'd rather they do that than not, and check things out. And we have they sent along some photos, of some of the process and what some of this, for those who I think there isn't anybody watching who doesn't know somebody, if not ourselves, who have dealt with cancer.
I'm
Um,
sorry. I'm switching on my cell phone charger because we
yeah.
had to switch real quick. I'm sorry,
Oh no,
everybody.
that's good. That's good.
This
That's
is
fine.
real TV.
Yeah, this is right. Um, and I'm showing while you're doing that, I'm showing Ralphie.
Oh, my baby.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, Ralphie. Tell us about Ralphie.
Well, Ralphie, that's another reason why I went to the doctor. Ralphie started laying across my pelvis and across my stomach, and he's not a dog that lays on you. And he
Do you
started
think
doing that.
sensing something? They're
And
amazing, aren't they?
I mean, and it's a true story. My husband will tell you, he would just kept laying on me, and it was weird. Um, but Ralphie he's going to be 9. He is
Wow.
a Yorkie Papillon. I can't have kids, and
Yeah.
my husband and we always wanted kids, but I mean that's another sign I couldn't have kids. No matter how hard we tried, I couldn't. So I mean that was another thing. But Ralphie is the son,
Yes.
and he's named after the Christmas story for a good reason. It's very accurate.
That's
He's
where it came from,
yes.
huh?
But he unfortunately last week he just started acting weird and wasn't using his back legs and stuff and was yelping and just not himself, not his rambunctious yelling or barking, jumping around, playing ball self. And so I had an appointment for vaccines for him to get him established here in Arizona, and took him in, and unfortunately he tested positive for Lyme disease.
Mm.
Which explains why his legs and everything were hurting. It's infected his joints. So Ralphie, today though, is running around acting crazy. But he is on medicine, and I'm calling us the gabapentin twins because I take gabapentin, and they're like, well, we're going to give him liquid gabapentin. And I'm like, if they only saw how many bottles of gabapentin I actually have.
Now you know why the word pet is in that word. Pet, having petting. It's for the pet.
Yes. So, but he's on, was it doxycycline or something like that? I can't, I don't know medical terms too well or
This,
any of
yeah,
that.
yeah.
These, yeah. But, he's got a lot of medicine, and my husband basically gives him his gabapentin, gives me my gabapentin, and then 12 hours later again. So, yeah, Ralphie is on medicine, but he's Ralphie.
Ralphie, he's Ralphie, and you are uh, supporting each other, aren't you? You and Ralphie,
Yeah,
showing each other the what we call around here levity. You're showing each other the levity.
yes, he is always well, first of all, I soak a lot. It helps with pain and everything. And he he will come in the bathroom and like just look over and make sure I'm there, and then he'll lay down. I mean, he's very protective, and he has to know where I'm at all times, constantly. Um, and then when Dad's home, Dad's the fun person that will run around with him. So,
Yeah.
which is gives me a break, because even though he's laying around, next to me, it's kind of like, oh my gosh, Ralphie, go do something.
Go do
Please go do
something.
something. Go play with your toys, please.
Exactly right. You're so blessed to have such a wonderful attitude. I know not every day is perfect, not every day is jovial, not every day is a happy one. But you've got something inside that burns and yearns for joy, and you understand the blessings and the simple things in life. We've seen that with this pandemic. I think people have all paused and said, look how precious life is, and how every moment counts, and every word counts, and every second counts, and to maximize that. And sometimes, you know, pandemics, illnesses, things of that nature sort of cause us to pause and slow down and say, okay, here are the things in life that really matter most. And I'm going to take care of me, and I'm going to do things that inspire and things that connect people. A lot of people are going through that right now. You've had this experience at a time when there is this pandemic too, that is a Robyn experience, yet you're surrounded by a support system of family and friends and loved ones and fans, colleagues. Now all of us here at the Jim Master Show who are right there beside you, rooting for you. That must provide some sense of peace and solace, knowing that you're not alone. There are people here. And when somebody's going through something, they need to know that there are people around who truly care, who are empathetic, who, are there at a moment's notice. And that really, really is crucial to your success with this, and your happiness and your health and your forward movement progress, right?
Yes, it's at first when I was diagnosed, it was a situation where I was keeping it quiet a little bit. And then I told my husband, I said, you know what? I gotta let him know. I gotta let everybody know. And not only for me, but also, people were like, well, where are you at? Like, where have you been? What are you doing?
Yeah.
And just
Checking in. Yeah.
And I've decided that this whole process I need to be an open book, because I have a platform that can help other people. And being surrounded by so many wonderful fans, family, friends, it's all one.
Yeah.
And I think that's a huge thing people need to realize is it doesn't matter if you watch me on a show. It doesn't matter if you're my sister or my brother, it doesn't matter if you're my parents. You know, it, we're all in this together. And I love you all, and the support I get and from everywhere. Not just from Arizona or Pennsylvania or there's always, I wake up sometimes at 2 a.m. because I'm in so much pain I can't sleep and stuff. And or I just wake up because in the hospital they did vitals every hour, so I'm used to that. And there's always, if I go on Facebook or something, there's always someone that's, how are you doing? What do you,
Yeah.
and it's just that support, that help, um, because it is tough getting through this, but it's not just my fight. It's a journey everyone it is going through, experiences. Anyone that is close to me or knows me or anything knows, I tell them when I'm hurting. I'm not afraid to. And I tell them when I'm sad. I melt down, you know, but I have my meltdowns. I cry. And that's the best thing you can do is if you're gonna cry, do it and get it over with and then move on,
You're exactly
because
right.
if you
Yeah.
hold it all in, it's gonna eat you up. It's just gonna make it worse. And honestly, I think cancer hates positivity and it hates anyone that goes against it. And I'm gonna keep fighting, and nothing's gonna stop me. And having everyone around me and like doing these interviews and stuff, it builds up my strength. So I appreciate it. Thank you
Absolutely.
everybody so
Oh,
much.
are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, Robyn? Um, I know you're on this mission of getting this word out. What are some of the other things that you really want folks to take from your story? And the fact, again, I have to say, like I said at the top, the fact that you are so open and authentic and real and organic about sharing your story in a public way. Some people, they pull the shades down. It's just an intimate family matter, and they don't want to share it, beyond the confines of the immediate family and maybe some close friends of many years or a colleague or two, perhaps. But your willingness and desire to share the story is so inspiring and empowering for anybody who's going through anything in life. You never know what's going on behind somebody's door. We all go through things. We all experience things at different levels, at different times at life. None of us gets through life with every day, smelling like coffee and roses. It just doesn't work that way. What would be a few things that you hope in delivering this message that viewers or anybody you come across would absorb from these kinds of conversations?
um I think, so many people now see me as Robyn Griggs Wiley who has cancer, and the thing is, I don't think it would matter if it was cancer or if it was I had diabetes or if I had a broken leg. I think we're all going through so much, and in any obstacle, whether it's even mental health, or anything, it's very important to have patience with people and to be there and to care and to listen. And, I always was one that would just jump to conclusions with things. And I think that's just a human nature thing. And now I think the empathy towards situations is different, of course, and I think it humbles you. And, you know, the more we help each other, the more we succeed. And if you just shut yourself off to the world and you don't share what you're going through, it it, it could be the end. It could result in a very bad thing. Take the time to be open, be honest, and to be caring. And number one, be gracious. Always be gracious. And I think you got to follow your feelings, and you may be a person that doesn't want to share things. You may hold everything inside, but then reach out. There's going to be a time when you're going to need someone to talk to, and don't be afraid to reach out, and trust your doctors, um, and trust getting screened, getting help, trust going to the dentist. Just take care of yourself. And I think I've learned so much by not taking care of myself. I wasn't following up, and I can sit here and beat myself up and say, I wish I did that. But it was my choice. It's what I did. And so I live with it. And now I move forward, and each day I find something to smile about and make it positive. And if I'm going to cry, I'm going to cry. If I'm going to be mad, if I'm going to have a bad day, I'm going to have a bad day. But be you and enjoy yourself and make every day count.
Beautifully said. Absolutely. Beautifully said. For anybody that's watching this live or watches this in the archives on our YouTube channel, Gym Masters TV, and whether you are struggling with something yourself or you are in perfect health, still those words utter lots of hope, lots of love, and lots of truth. Right, Robyn?
Well, I mean, thank you so much, to everyone for just everything, for the support. And, stay true to yourself, keep fighting no matter what you're fighting.
Yeah.
And, just be real.
Absolutely. I want to show you some of the levity coming in. And I want to mention there's a GoFundMe as well. Blissful Angel, who's watching in Europe and Great Britain. What a darling you are. Oh, so wise, from Marsha Watson. Kathleen Walker says, sending you big hugs, Robyn. Maureen, who is a nurse, many, many years. She's a nurse in Arizona, in the Phoenix area there.
Oh, hi.
She's a real lovely, and she was right on the front lines with first response with COVID and the whole thing. She says, you are such a brave and courageous lady. Wishing you all the best. You will be in my prayers. My fellow Zoni. Arizona, you're a Zoni.
Yeah, I guess so. Hey.
Love and hugs to you. Merlin in Canada and Ontario says, we love you, girl. You take special care. Hearts, prayers, and care emojis. Sherry Larson in Kansas says, these are all of our faithful lovities. Hugs and prayers, Robyn, with hearts and prayers. Mary Bishop in Florida and Pine Island, Florida. You're such an inspiration, Robyn. Thanks for sharing your story. More coming in here. Marcia says,
you're making me cry.
Oh, I've been known to do that with sometimes some of the most stoic people too. Kathleen Walker sending you, if you didn't have a heart, you wouldn't cry, and you have a big heart, my friend. Sending you big hugs, Robyn, from Kathleen Walker in New York. Marie Ann Perez says, thank you. Alessandra in North Carolina says, big lovely hug, Robyn. Christine Clifton in North Carolina, so great. You're having a loving, caring support system. Thanks for opening up to us tonight. Stay positive. You are very strong, Robyn. Toby Simmons in California, in Encino. We are happy to be here learning your obstacles and triumphs. I get it. Alessandra says, you are wonderful, Robyn. Really, really beautiful. Christine Clifton, you are an inspiration, Robyn. Thanks for sharing so much of what you've been going through physically and mentally. Lovities are sending you positive vibes
Oh,
and
making me
love.
cry.
Yeah, yeah. Positive loves. And Toby says zest for life. Um, really, really beautiful words coming in from
Thank you,
everybody
everyone.
here. Austin
Thank you.
Field, this is a wonderful show. Thank you for sharing your story with us. Really beautiful. And of course, some love for Ralphie too. What a cute puppy. And Ralphie got once you bring a child, an animal or food into play, all bets are off. That's a very
That's
cute dog.
right.
Austin, uh, really beautiful. There is a amen for Robyn. Um, Alessandra
Oh,
says, welcome to your new Lovity family. We got you. Absolutely.
thank
So
you.
if they told you this is just like a show where you just do a quick interview or something, this is an entertainment variety talk show where there's a lot of warmth and a lot of heart in this series. And that's the only way, working professionally in television, radio, for me to turn on these lights to do a show like this is to have this kind of feeling, because I think our world needs more of this.
Yes,
Toby says,
definitely.
hope we made your day a little brighter.
You did.
And I just think it's beautiful that you've wanted to join us here. There is a GoFundMe, and we're going to put up that address here. Tell us about that in case people would
Um,
like to participate.
well, what people don't realize is there are a lot of foundations for cancer, but they're spread so thin, and there are so many people with this horrible disease that it doesn't benefit one particular person. And it's hard. The bills are very hard. You can't work, and so that's been tough because I'm a go-getter and I want to work, but I can't. So, and you're thrown lots of curves, like with the blood clots, and then I had MRIs, CT scans, surgery. I mean, it's just constant. It never stops, and that's part of this horrible journey too. This horrible disease is, it's not just a physical disease, it mentally crushes you too. And early on, people wanted to do a fundraiser, and I was like, I don't know, and then I found that I'm right in the middle. A lot of the fundraisers benefit children or elderly, and I'm right in the middle. And I was like, I don't know. And it goes right to the medical bills, and it has helped so much. I cannot tell you what a relief it has been, and how thankful I am to everyone that has donated. And it doesn't matter if you donate $5 or $1, it really doesn't matter. Um, the amount, it just helps a lot. And I can't stress it enough. And thank you to everyone. And also the GoFundMe, I do updates on. You don't necessarily have to donate. It's very, I'm very thankful if you do, but I also do updates of things going on. I may have a fun day. Sometimes I sing, you know.
Yeah.
So feel free to check it out, and thank you so much for all your support and all the comments. You guys made my day.
Oh, absolutely. Crystal in Connecticut says, you're very beautiful and a great inspiration, Robyn. Thank you for your openness, lovely hugs. And Toby
Thank
says,
you.
if you have the means, drop a few dollars into the bucket of love. That's what
Thank
it
you.
is. Absolutely. And there it is on the screen, everybody, the GoFundMe as well. And you are really something else, because, again, I know it's been a rough day for you, and you're not feeling 100%, but the fact that you wanted to trudge through just is a testament to who you are, not just as a performer who's had to go out there on set, on television, film, and get it done. I have to do that. You've had to do that. That's part of who we are. But this is much more deeper, and this is much more personal. And this is an incredible role that is reality, that is yours. And it's there, as strange as it may sound, there's so much beauty in it, because you're able to reach so many people through your words, through your passion, through your kindness and your empathy. And it's a role that you've been given that goes deeper than anything any script could have written for you to play or to say. It's just really the essence of who you are, Robyn. And when the opportunity came to have you on the show, I said positively, absolutely, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, let's do it. And so to be graced by your presence, I mean, I've been a fan of your work. I know all the different things you've done, and you knocked it out of the park with all of that. We expect more of that. Our fingers and toes and everything are crossed. Alessandra says, Robyn, you have family now. We stick together.
Thank you.
A couple more, and Mark Wiley, somebody you know intimately. Thanks, Mark, for chiming in. To say I am a proud husband is understated. I love you, and we got this. Thank you, Jim, and everyone listening. We love you all. Love you back, Mark and Robyn. Absolutely. Yeah. Hey, that's a lot of. This is. I don't know if Lisa told you, this is Lovity Land here, Lovity Hall. This is more than just a show or some internet
thing. Other room. I love you.
Yes, he's like,
thank
absolutely.
you.
He sent you a Lovity hug through the air. I adore your guest and her transparency. We can all benefit from this education. That's Toby. Toby says her tears are rolling. Kathleen in New York City, who just lost her mother not that long ago, and she's been going through struggle herself. Robyn, you're such an inspiration, sweet, beautiful lady. To Kathleen, from Kathleen in New York City. Sherry Larson, remember, there are many out here thinking and praying for you. Prayers are awesome. And Alessandra says, we love you guys, and we love you back.
Thank you. Love you all. Thank you so much. I wasn't gonna cry, but now you did it. So
hey, I've been accused of that a few times here and there, but always for the right reasons.
And these are real ones. They're not from the soap.
They're not the soap opera kind. Well, the soap opera kind, the mascara would be running down, and
they are. I think I did put some mascara on. Wow, it's good if it's not running.
Yes, and proud publicist, proud sister friend Lisa Rodrigo, who we love as well.
Lisa, I love you.
And Alessandra says tears are good.
Yes, they are. They're healthy.
Absolutely, my friend. Let's stay in touch. Sending you lots of love and support from everybody here. Again, brilliant career, but this story that you're sharing is a story of strength and a story of hope and lots of love, my friend. And can we have Robyn back so we can stay updated? Absolutely, we will have her back.
Yeah. And I will be beautiful.
You already are. What are you talking about?
I will do makeup.
You look fantastic.
Thank you.
The love shines right through your eyes. Spread the word about our show, Jim Masters Show Live. We would love that to everybody. And I hope, Robyn, truly that the show met whatever expectations that you had, and you enjoyed the time with me as much as I certainly have with you.
Oh, I loved it. And thank you so much. And I definitely want to come back. I think this is a wonderful audience, a wonderful show. You're wonderful. You're a great host.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's kind of like the same thing. I'm just being me. My favorite role to play is me, Jim Masters. It's probably why I'm a host.
There you go.
It's what it is. And birthday week. My birthday's on Friday.
That's
Wow.
right.
Kind of exciting, huh? You're welcome,
Yeah.
Lisa. Smiles from Merlin. Good stuff. You be well. You take care. Rest easy the rest of the night. We chatted for longer than we expected, an hour and 20 minutes.
Oh, that's fun.
You are amazing.
Well, thank you. And we will
You,
definitely be in touch.
yeah, let's stay connected. Let's stay connected. And I hope at some point, if you're ever back on the East Coast or I'm out west on a TV shoot or something, I'd love to break bread and get together. That would be
Oh,
beautiful.
definitely. Definitely.
Marsha Watson says, we love our lovety man. Well, thank you very much. Print that one out, please. You take care. Sending you lots of love. And before we go, I cannot forget this. There's somebody here that is always watching quietly, and he makes an appearance towards the end of the show. And he just wanted to say to you, you did good, kid, tonight. George Burns is with us.
Oh, I love George Burns.
There he is with his cigar. That puts a smile on your face. Yeah, George said, you did good, kiddo.
Ah, I
says,
love him.
He says, good night, Gracie. Good night, Robyn.
Good night.
How do you not smile at that? And you got God on your side because he played God in the movie, remember?
That's right. That was a great movie.
That certainly was.
John Denver, too.
That's right. Absolutely. The guests always get a kick out of that little ending there with George. Thank you, Crystal. I appreciate those comments as well. You take care. And our goodbyes are always long because we hate goodbyes. So we just say, see you later.
See you later. Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Take care, Robyn. All the very best to you and the family. Okay.
Thank you. You too.
All right. Be well.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Robyn Griggs Wiley here on the Jim Masters Show Live. What a trooper. We chatted. We were not sure how long we'd be able to go. We were chatting prior. She and I were chatting all day long. And there was a period where we weren't sure if Robyn was going to be able to hop on tonight because it's been a tough day, pain-wise, as she mentioned as well. And it's been just absolutely incredible. She's such a trooper. She's, even up till about, I'd say, maybe 20 minutes before the show started, I said, we can move this to another day. We can, I can move some things around with our schedule and guests and things and be happy to do that. And she said, Jim, I'm going to come. I'm going to do it. We're going to do this, pain and otherwise. And, otherwise she was actually in her bed, in her bedroom, where the situation was far more comfortable for her. She wanted to be in the living room or the dining room and do herself up and do the whole thing. So for her to want to trudge through, still appear tonight because she wanted to be with me and all of you, to tell her story, to be open and transparent and real and authentic. She's played all these incredible roles on television, on lots of TV shows, all the way from, a child actor all the way up to One Life to Live, to Another World, and so much more. And you know her for all of that. Shows on Nickelodeon and, horror fests and all kinds of cool things. This is one of the most crucial roles that she's playing and in the fight of her life. And she's sharing that with all of us. And, it's so fitting for our show because we could easily just dwell on her career, her television career, her acting career, and as illustrious as that is. But she had more she wanted to say. She really wanted to talk about the stage 4 cervical cancer, what it's been like, the support of family, the importance of family. When she was telling me that Ralphie, I found out earlier, her dog Ralphie has Lyme disease. She had mentioned that to me earlier. And I said, hey, if there's any way, I know it's kind of late notice, but if you can send us some photos of Ralphie, we'll get Ralphie on the show as well. And she did. She scooped up some quick photos, and we got a chance to show Ralphie, who is another major support for Robyn as well. You know, that unconditional love that you get from a pet, just like a family member. Pets are family members. And so we got a chance to show you some personal photos with Ralphie, named after Ralphie from Christmas Story. Huh? Isn't that amazing? That makes me think of the guest we had on, Scott Schwartz. Remember the actor who was in A Christmas Story? Boy, that was an epic conversation. Now, what happens often on the Jim Master Show Live, you got a chance to learn a little bit more about somebody, about me, about you, about the guest, about us through the conversation. Inspiring conversation, levity. We laughed a lot tonight as well, and I was happy to see Robyn laughing at some of the things I was saying and she was saying and you guys were saying, and some tears shed and poignant moments as well, which is what this show is all about. You know, we don't just throw videos up on YouTube and say, here you go. We like to bring you guys in, and we like to entertain, inspire, educate, inform, and however way we do. Sometimes some shows, lean more this, more that, with these guests from Broadway, Hollywood, television, film, comedy, sports, inspiration, culinary arts, science and nature, health and wellness, celebrity friends, all coming on the show, and just us. Beautiful week to have Robyn on this week. Birthday week as well. And we thank Robyn so very much for joining us. And again, a real trooper, real trooper, really an amazing person. And again, you remember her. We'll go through a few of the photos here from One Life to Live, of course. And as Maggie, Cory on The One and Only Another World. And various photos, again, of Robyn through the process, as well as over the years, with Ralphie, which I think is wonderful. These are her personal photos that she sent to us here on the show. There's Ralphie. Cool, isn't it? Let's check in. Oh, before we check in with some of these comments, I want to let you know, before you scoot off, don't scoot off yet, Don Most, Happy Days star and actor and singer. He played Ralph Malph on Happy Days. He is here on the Jim Masters Show Live tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, live. Then renowned music legend, singer and actress Freda Payne. She's going to be with us live coming up on Thursday. Oh yeah, she is a legend. She's going to be with us. Then on Friday, we invite you to join us for a JMS supersized special. It's a JMS birthday party celebrating some guy named Jim's birthday. Let's see, JMS special, Jim's birthday, the Jim Master Show Live. Is that me? With special surprise guests. Nobody knows who's coming on the show. And even the guests themselves don't know who the other guests are. They're all instructed to be under wraps. They're not telling anybody. We've said, don't tell anybody. We want to surprise our viewers. So that is this Friday, September 24th, which actually happens to be the birthday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, live for this JMS special birthday party celebration for your host's birthday. That's kind of cool. I appreciate this. Special surprise guests. And again, thanks to those of you who've been sending cards and packages, and that's so kind of you. And we have them here. There's more that we are got to run over to the post office and retrieve what's there. We've been contacted, I guess, It's overflowing the box. So we got to get it. And we're gonna have that picked up tomorrow and the rest of the week. Thanks, guys. You're really beautiful for that. On Saturday, oh no, let's skip to Monday. I'll tell you who Saturday is. From Saturday Night Live, actor and singer Robert Bannon is with us on Monday. This Monday, extraordinary singer and actor. You've seen him on Saturday Night Live. Robert Bannon is with us Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. This Monday coming up. That's exciting. Saturday, famed New York photographer Jeffrey Hornstein is going to be with us for a great conversation behind the lens. That's going to be at a special time on Saturday. It's an afternoon show, 3 p.m. Eastern, and that is noon Pacific. So join us 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific on Saturday of this week. Again, if you're watching these episodes 6 months from now, all of these shows would have already happened. You can scroll through our archives and see Donnie Most from Happy Days, music legend Afraid of Pain. You can see our birthday celebration special, Jeffrey Hornstein, famed New York photographer, from Saturday Night Live, actor and singer Robert Bannon, and all the others that we have coming up. Working really hard behind the scenes to entertain, inform, and inspire all of you. And do you get a cake? Send me a cake. Who's baking? What's really cool is we're going to be the week after, we're going to be with our family, some of whom are coming from all different states who we haven't had a chance to see in a while because of COVID situations. And we're all getting together the week after because my birthday is this Friday. One of my best friends in New York's birthday is 2 days after mine, somebody I've known for many years who's in New York on Long Island. My brother-in-law's birthday is next week. My godson and nephew's birthday is the weekend after. So the whole family is getting together in New York for a special combination of birthday celebrations, out to dinner, multiple cakes. It's going to be a cake weekend. We're looking forward to that. So we're celebrating this weekend, and then more of the family going to be getting together. And we can't wait to see everybody the following weekend, which is going to be really nice. Because again, you know, with the COVID situation, a lot of people haven't been able to travel. I mean, we have family coming up from Florida and so much more. It's going to be really, really cool. Lots of great guests. Yes. Kathleen says, can't wait to help celebrate your birthday. I'm working on your gifts. Sorry to be a little late. You're amazing, Kathleen. No problem. You don't have to do anything. I appreciate everything you do. Maureen says, I'm really looking to Friday's Lovely Fiesta. It should be fun. We'll see what happens. It should be fun. And Joan Santos says, thanks, Jim and Robyn, for a beautiful, moving show. The pleasure is all mine. I think we were all moved by the conversation tonight. We had a lot of levity, but I think we were all moved by it as well. Maureen says, too many wonderful people are battling the beast. I do a fundraiser for my birthday each year, asking for donations to stand up to cancer, hoping to make a difference in so many lives. I don't know if you guys, and that's beautiful you do that, Maureen. I don't know if you noticed our font color is the pink color, you know, for stand up for cancer, to fight cancer. So stand up to cancer, that is, stand up to cancer. And breast cancer awareness too. So we changed the font colors this evening just to get the message out as far and as wide as we could and however we could as well. So we thank Robyn for joining us. We thank all of you. Again, Donnie Most from Happy Days is with us tomorrow. That's going to be a lot of fun. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, the channel you're watching right now, which is Jim Masters TV. We would love that. And if you can spread the word about this show, tell everybody you know about it, and tell them to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click that notification bell. That really helps us out big time. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up like and leave a comment on our YouTube channel. That helps us big time as well. Yes, we love that. Don't forget to smile, gang. Don't forget to share the lovity. Don't forget to also find your Zen place. Mine is with loving family and friends. That's numero uno. Of course, I like cycling and tennis and baseball and writing, and I love music and gardening, and of course, you guys know I love the ocean, swimming, surfing, boogie boarding, sailing in it, whatever it takes. I'm always in and near the ocean. We live by the ocean here in the northeastern United States, in the greater New York, New Jersey, Connecticut area, along the southern New England coast between New York and Boston. Whew, that's a mouthful. And of course, my work in television, radio, stage, and film over the years, that is very Zen for me as well. All right, gang, another stellar show, another stellar guest, another stellar evening of great conversation with all of you. What an amazing woman. Absolutely, Robyn is. Mary Bishop says, such a special lady. I second that emotion. Crystal says, Jim is the best host. Thank you very much. You're amazing, Crystal. Thank you, Marsha Watson. We love our lovely man. Thank you very much, Marsha Watson. So good to see you here tonight as well. Kathleen Walker says, have a great night, Jim. Hugs with lots of cool emojis. Good night, all. Thank you very much. Toby, prayers. Love it. Good night, everyone. Take care. Toby says she lost her brother in 1995 to cancer. Very sorry to hear that, Toby. Sending you love as well. We have family members, relatives that we've lost to cancer as well. Heart cancer. Oh boy. So wish that they would find, they have this vaccine for the COVID. I wish there was a way we can quickly find cures for some of these major diseases and illnesses like cancer and heart disease and so many other things. Sending love and light. Lovely hugs to everyone. Thank you very much, Maureen. One of the main messages too that Robyn wanted to get across is don't wait. I don't know if you heard her say that. She had said that she had waited when there were a couple of different signs and, you can't go back in time. So she's doing the best she can. But if you feel something, if you're not sure, go for screenings, go get checked. I sign up for everything. I am a very good patient, I tell you. Maureen would love me if I was a patient of Maureen's, because I sign up for everything. Whatever, you tell me, I want to make sure, because I've seen people ill. I've had people die right in front of me. I've held hands of relatives who've passed, where I was holding their hand as they were taking their last breath. So I've seen illness, I've seen loss, and so I am somebody who, doctor says, Jim, we want to, yes, let's do it. So I always make sure I try to be healthy and do whatever I can. And that's part of what her message was tonight, gang. As much as she was very authentic about her life, she was saying, don't fool around. If you feel something, if you're not sure about something, go get it checked. You do it with your car, right? When your car makes noises, bangs and twinges and, all kinds of rattling or whatever your car does, you bring it right in and get it fixed. You get the oil changed, the tires rotated, tuned up. Sometimes you have to do that for yourself. You got to get yourself tuned up. And this is a good time to do it. You want to do that. So relax, gang, breathe, love one another, take care of one another. We say that often. This is a very special place we've got here, gang. We should have millions and millions of people watching this show, and we're working towards that. And you can help by telling the world about our show, because we care and we have a good time. We have a good time on this show. Relax. Couple more comments, and then it's a wrap for us here at the Jim Masters Show Live. I second that emotion. So does Maureen. Yes. Joe Megan B is in the house. Joe Megan B, we love when you're here. You're very welcome, Joe Megan B. Nice to see you, Joe Megan B. I was in the oncology field for 4 years of your 38. That is beautiful. We'll show you one more time the GoFundMe for our friend Robyn. There it is there. That is for Robyn. All right, gang, that's a wrap. Thanks for being with us. We love all of you. Reminder, you can see over almost, we should update that now because it's close to 500 episodes. 500 episodes of the Jim Masters Show live entertainment lifestyle talk show series for all of you, whether you're watching live or you're watching this later on in the archives. That's a lot of talking. That is a lot of talking. Tonight, we just have water. We don't have any fancy glasses or anything. We just have, it's actually a little grape flavored water. Going healthy, just some nice fresh water. I don't drink enough. I really should drink a lot more water. I got to get more water in me. I just don't. I'm so busy all the time. I just don't drink enough. And it's one of the best things you can do for yourself is drinking a lot of water so you can stay hydrated. They say it all the time, and it's so true. It's so true. Blissful Angel in Great Britain says, Jim, keep those lovely dimples tucked in because we'll always love you. What dimples? You see dimples? These dimples have been passed. They are a master's trait. My father's side of the family, my dad, Dimple City, they were passed down. Yeah, you notice them. Thank you, Blissful Angel in Great Britain, where there's lots of masters running around, Masters family. In Yorkshire, they're in Yorkshire. Carla, hey Carla, in beautiful South America. Carla, did you see the episode where you had last weekend when the International Celtic Choir Alejandro was on with us live from Buenos Aires, Argentina? We were mentioning you. It was on last weekend. Check that episode out. He came to us live and direct from South America. And that was an epic episode. And there was lots of fabulous music. And it was really enjoyable. Carla, countdown for Jim's birthday party is on the way. Good night, gang. And Mr. Lovely, good night to you. Where it's approaching 10 p.m. Eastern here. And it's about almost 11 where you are there. And beautiful Brazil in South America. Christine Clifton says, special show tonight, Jim. See you all tomorrow for another great show celebrating Jim in 3 days. Good night, Jim, and all. Thank you, Christine. Very beautiful comments from you as well, from all of you, everybody here. Be well, take care, love one another, and keep smiling, and don't let anybody get you down. And we're here to always have a good time. Yes, you check it out. You'll have a good time. We love you, Carla, in South America and Brazil. Thanks for being with us, gang. You guys are truly, truly the best. We love having all of you here. If this was your first time watching us, welcome. And again, we'd love it if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, Jim Masters TV. Click the notification bell so you never miss any of our episodes. You'll be notified on all of our fabulous episodes. And on the YouTube channel, give it a thumbs up and also leave a comment for us. That really, really helps us big time. And as we talked about tonight, each day truly is a gift and a blessing and an opportunity to inspire and be inspired. Master's mantra, one of my famous Master's mantras. Kisses from Kathleen in New York City and the Big Apple. We got to get together soon, Kathleen. It is long overdue. Getting hungry. All right, gang. We're going to scoot out. Love you all. Back tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. If you're watching this in the archives, thanks for being with us as well. We really appreciate you. We really appreciate you for being with us and supporting our show and our series called The Jim Masters Show Live. Have a good night, gang. You take care. You be well. We'll see you again on the next one. Cheers.